What is going on, everybody, and welcome to another Minecraft video. Today we're going to be continuing the series on how to make add-ons for Minecraft Bedrock Edition, and we're going to continue with the second part of the items features for Minecraft Bedrock. So on the first one I showed you how to make like a normal item, and that's this add-on I've added onto it. And we're going to be looking at how to make like swords and tools like pickaxes and stuff like that, and how you can go about them. I'll kind of explain some stuff, and like I said, you guys can get this version of the template in the description below, which adds in a pickaxe and a sword. So yeah, you guys can do that and stuff. So let's go ahead and take a look at what they do and how they'll work. I'm gonna go ahead and get myself a stone block real quick, and this is part of one of the features. Okay, so I'm gonna go into game mode S. So let's just go to game mode S, and the feature I'm going to be showing you is for the pickaxes and stuff. If you run up, it will automatically break. There's a downside; it doesn't use the like when you start to break stuff, the damage value like so, which kind of sucks. But I have a method for that I might show in another video later in the future. But for now, I'm just going to show you this feature as well as the sword, which does 6 damage. So let's find this bee here, or I could summon in a piggy pig. So let's go ahead and summon in, actually summon in a cow. Okay, so how many hits does it take to kill the cow? So 2 hits to kill a cow, which is pretty neat. And I also have a crafting recipe. So this one I made a little different, but you guys can make it however you want. I've made, since mine was from Tinker's Construct, which is an iron wood sword, we're gonna do sticks, iron ingot, and a wooden sword. And let's switch that back around, and there we go. This is how you would create the crafting recipe for that one. Let's get rid of this. Let's get rid of those. And this one would be a pickaxe, a ingot, and a stick to get the pickaxe. So that's how that would work for the crafting recipes and stuff. And they have their own set. So this one does 3 damage, and it does break stuff like, you know, like I showed before. So if you took a whole bunch of these and stuff, you would just be able to run up and start breaking them, which is pretty neat and stuff. But let's go ahead and take a look at the file. So let me just save and quit. And let's minimize this. There we go. So I have the items resource pack here. Let's go over those first. So the items feature, which is the iron pickaxe and the iron wood sword. This one here is just going to be like before. It's going to be an equipment category on a render offset miscellaneous. Like I said before, you don't really need that because used to you needed to, but this one it really doesn't matter. Same with the pickaxe, it's just miscellaneous, just regular, just like the pattern from our last video. The text is where I have it doing the 6+ damage with a blue code here, which is there. And then of course it's going to still be an item for both with the name, and then it gives off the damage since we can't really put a lure to it yet, or I don't know a way anyway. And then of course the textures is going to be about the same. I have the textures here, which is inside of the pattern itself, and then the item textures is just adding what it was. So it's iron wood sword, textures, items, iron wood sword. I left this all the same plus a regular item so you guys can like play around with it, see how 3 or 4 items are inside of a file, and you could start making your own. So that's pretty much it with the actual resource file. Now let's go ahead and move on to the behavior file. The behavior file gets a little bit more complicated. We now have a player adjacent. I'm using the format 1.11, which has most of the cool features anyway, but let's go ahead and get into what I want to talk about. I left walk and walk animate for the scripts and everything. You don't need that. That is not necessary. It is not needed. I left that there for people that maybe are a little bit more advanced, would like to continue on with the wood pickaxe or the wood sword, kind of like with my skill craft, and use animation controllers. That's up to you guys. We're not going to talk about that right now. Maybe that'll be in a later video. But for now, we're going to talk about the component groups. We have a Minecraft normal player, which gives regular 20 health, a movement of normal, and an attack of 1. That's basically saying if you have nothing in your hand, or, you know, not a weapon in your hand, you do 1 damage. The iron wood pickaxe does attack of 3 damage. And the blocks it can break are stone, sandstone, iron ore, and diamond ore. You can change that to whatever. I just gave a few here as an example. You can add as many as you like or as little as you like. That's up to you. This is just, like I said, a template. So if you want it to only be able to break stone, just delete these like so. And there you go. or stone, delete the comma, and now this iron wood pickaxe can only break stone, like I was showing you, where you just stand next to it and it automatically breaks without giving off damage values. The iron wood sword here does 6 damage, and that's literally the only thing that it does, so it's just a normal attacked weapon which does damage of 6. If you scroll on down on the player adjacent, you can see that I have these on environment sensors. A couple of 1.13 and 1.14 player adjacents will have triggers, Minecraft triggers, and some add-ons will have those. I'll go over those in a separate video. Environmental sensors still work the same as a trigger. It's just an older version. That's the reason I'm using the player format 1.11 for anybody who just kind of is curious. Don't mess with anything. Only thing we're going to be adding is we're going to need a reset player event, and it's going to be self. So this one is saying that the normal player will reset itself if you're no longer holding an item, because we're using events inside of the player adjacent. On the environment here, we have the iron wood pickaxe. What this is saying is if the player has the equipment self and it's in the hand of an iron wood pickaxe, it will play the event Minecraft iron wood pickaxe. The event is all the way back up here, and this is the event, which is iron wood pickaxe. So if I am holding the iron wood pickaxe, I now have the iron wood pickaxe. I have 3 attack, so my attack is 3 while I'm holding it, and I'm able to break a stone block the way that I showed you in the beginning. That's what the event would be playing if I'm holding it through the filter here. The same would be as if I'm holding the sword, it would play the ironwood sword event. That's how this would kind of go about, and that's if I had it in the hand. You could get more complicated if you wanted to have it in inventory, and feet, and chest, and helmet, you know, any of that stuff, in offhand, whatever it is that you kind of want to play with if you want to experiment a little bit more. But for now, we're just going to do those two, and then the events here are going to be reset player, add component, Minecraft normal player. That means if you're not holding it, it's going to reset and put you back to the normal player component group event, and then it's going to remove the iron wood pickaxe and the iron wood sword. Well, if you are holding those, the events are played up here, and this is where this would play. So it's going to add you to the component group iron wood pickaxe, which, like I said, is the above section. And that's how that would work. So as long as you have the event here for a reset player and you have a remove if it's a normal player, you can have the event played here and the component group for the iron wood pickaxe, and that would actually play the little section, or the component group. I was calling it an event, I'm sorry. But you come up here and it would play the component groups, the iron wood pickaxe, and that's how it would go about doing that if it has a filter on the environment sensor that it's in your hand. I know it's a little complicated, but I left it as small as I possibly could inside the player files adjacent, so you guys would be able to see what I did. If you wanted to add anything new to it, all you have to do is just copy something like this, about so, and you could copy and paste in between, and that's how you would be able to add a bunch of different sections. Let me go ahead and back out of that, and let's go ahead and check out the items. Now, the pickaxe, I did have a max damage value set, which is 60. That means you can use it roughly about 60 times or until it breaks. It does have foil false. It has a hand equipped true. The stack size is 1, so it doesn't, you can't have like 15 or 20. It's just like a regular pickaxe. You can only have 1 per item slot. And that's pretty much it. It's got the iron wood pickaxe identifier, and it's 1.10 format. Same with the sword, same thing, has the same default, so you can roughly attack. It's basically like if you mixed iron and wood together. That's how this would go about inside of its, you know, item section. The recipes, of course, those you could go back and look at itself anyway. I do have a recipe shaped, and that's this shape here, which is the shape that I showed you, and you have to do it exactly in that order or it won't be able to be crafted inside of the crafting table. But that's pretty much it for the video, guys. If you did enjoy it, thought this was helpful and pretty cool, leave a comment in the comment section below. Download the template, let me know. Also, comment down below as well. And guys, If you have any thoughts or ideas on those as well, please leave those in the comment section as well. I would love to hear you guys' thoughts on maybe more videos daily, or maybe a live stream plus a video or something. But I'll see you next time. I'm Dakon, and I'm out. Bye!